Ever wondered why your pet dog looks at you accusingly when you skip his meal? Well, he's probably thinking, "Oh, so now you're imposing your fancy fasting on me too?" Fasting, dear friends, is not a newfangled health trend. It's as old as the hills. For centuries, people across cultures and religions have been practicing fasting for spiritual and physical enhancement. From the devout Buddhists to the rigorous athletes, fasting has been a go-to ritual, a tool of self-discipline, if you will. But let's make it clear, fasting is a choice, a voluntary act. It's about consciously skipping meals, not forgetting to feed your beloved pet. That's not fasting, folks, that's just you being forgetful. Fasting is a journey, a personal endeavor that has its roots deep in human history. It's an exploration of one's limits, a testament to willpower. So, next time you decide to fast, make sure your pet isn't giving you the "you're not dragging me into this" look. Now, if you think fasting started with your favorite Instagram influencer, then my friend, you're hilariously mistaken. Let's time travel way back to the ancient civilizations. Picture this, Cleopatra, the Queen of the Nile, sipping on, well, nothing. That's right, folks. As glamorous as she was, even Cleopatra knew the drill. Fasting was a regular part of her beauty and health regimen. And no, she didn't have an Instagram account to flaunt her detox teas. Now let's hop over to the other side of the world, to the ancient Greeks. They weren't just about Olympic Games and philosophizing. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, was all about fasting. He believed that it allowed the body to heal itself. Think of it as the ancient version of hitting the reset button on your computer. Then we have the spiritual side of fasting. In many cultures, fasting was and still is a way to purify the soul or connect with the divine. In fact, it's a common thread that weaves through many religions and spiritual practices around the globe. It's like a universal language, only with less talking and more stomach grumbling. And let's not forget our ancestors, the hunter-gatherers. For them, fasting wasn't a choice, but a way of life. They didn't have the luxury of snacking on potato chips while binge-watching their favorite cave paintings. They fasted between their hunts, unknowingly reaping the health benefits of this practice. So you see, fasting has been around the block, or rather the globe, a few times. It's been tried, tested, and approved by centuries of human history. It's been a part of beauty regimens, medical practices, spiritual rituals, and survival strategies. It's kind of like that popular kid in school who was good at everything and everyone liked. Only this kid doesn't age, doesn't go out of style, and definitely doesn't need a social media account to stay relevant. So, no, your influencer didn't invent fasting, they just made it look good with filters. Scene script. Ever thought why it's called fasting and not slowing? Maybe because it puts you on the fast track to wellness, get it? No? Okay, moving on. Fasting, my friends, is not about starving to the point where you're dreaming of dancing donuts. Nope. It's a planned and controlled way to give your body a breather. Think of it as a much-needed vacation for your digestive system. Now let's talk about the benefits. First up, improved metabolic health. When you fast, your body switches from being a sugar-burning machine to a fat-burning machine. That's like going from a gas-guzzling SUV to a sleek electric car. You become more efficient and you might even lose a few pounds. And speaking of weight loss, fasting helps with that too. It's not magic, it's science. When you're not eating, your insulin levels drop and your fat cells can then release their stored sugar to be used as energy. It's like your body's secret savings account, but remember, it's not an excuse to gorge on pizzas and pastries afterward. Next up, increased longevity. Studies have shown that fasting can increase lifespan. Yeah, you heard it right. Fasting could be the real fountain of youth, but don't get too excited. It doesn't mean you'll live forever, just maybe a bit longer than you would have otherwise. Now let's bust some myths. Fasting doesn't make you weak. On the contrary, it can make you stronger. It's like a workout for your cells. They get leaner, more efficient, and tougher. It's like your cells are doing burpees while you're just chilling. And no, fasting doesn't slow down your metabolism. In fact, short-term fasting can actually increase your metabolic rate. It's like your body decides to throw a party when you stop eating. And remember, fasting doesn't mean you can feast on junk later. That's like running a marathon and then rewarding yourself with a piggyback ride. So, are we now fast friends with the concept of fasting, or is your stomach still furious at the thought of missing meals? Let's take a quick jog down memory lane, shall we? We embarked on this journey by unraveling the fasting fiasco, where we discovered that fasting isn't just about growling stomachs and grumpy moods. It's an age-old practice, steeped in history and tradition, and sprinkled with a generous dose of chuckles. Remember our history lesson with chuckles? Oh, the laughs we had. Then we zipped onto the fast track to wellness, exploring the myriad of physical and spiritual benefits associated with fasting. From the potential for weight loss and improved metabolic health, to the chance for self-reflection and spiritual growth, fasting truly offers a feast of benefits, despite the lack of actual feasting involved. And there you have it, fasting in a nutshell, or should I say, in an empty plate. Until next time, keep your plates empty and your spirits high.